Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. I have a crazy deck profile for the Targon expansion, which is the new Ezreal and Swain deck. After Ezreal's buffs in the most recent patch, this deck took off both in play rate and win rate, and is sitting at the best deck spot on Mobalytics. This deck aims to play very controlled, while using removal spells to keep the opponent's board empty. Stalling until Ezreal level up, or until Swain and Leviathan are developed, are the best ways to win with this deck. It's an easy to play control deck compared to some others that have come up, and is very similar to Ezreal, TF, and Swain variations that have already existed in the past. I want to run through my card choices, explain why they're in the deck, and give you the knowledge to pilot the deck yourself. The code for the deck will be in the description below, along with the Mobalytics link. Before I get into the deck profile, if you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button to stay up to date with my content. The road to 5k has begun, and I need all the help I can get, so it would be awesome if you joined. I also stream on Twitch often, so check me out over there if you want live gameplay of someone who's hit Master Tier 5 times already and peaked Rank 1 players in NA this season. With that, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. Alright, let's get into it. The first thing to note is that this deck is very spell heavy. This is because a lot of the damage and a lot of the removal all come from spells. So basically, we run in some triple thermo beams here. This is a pretty good removal card, one of the best actually, because you can use it early game to hit like, 2 HP units, 3 HP units like MF or, other champions that are problematic. On top of saving it for late game powerhouses or late game champions, Thermo Beam can do literally upwards of 13 damage if you use all of your spell mana and all of your regular mana on it. So that being just a flexible removal tool is invaluable, and an auto include at 3. Ravenous Flock deals 4, which is kind of insane. The condition is the opponents need to be stunned or already damaged. This has some innate synergy with Arachnoid Sentry, and it's really good at leveling up Swain. Something to note is that you get extra copies of Ravenous Flock if you have multiple Swains, because Swain becomes a Ravenous Flock in hand, and it's really good for leveling him up, so there's some synergy there. Next we have our first unit, Triple House Spider. House Spider is good because it's just like really awesome stats on turn 2. It's a 3/3 body split across 2, and then one's a 2/2, one's a 1/1, and you can just use it to block opponents' early stuff. Use it in conjunction with spells to hit targets that have like certain HP thresholds. Like you can use Spiderling to block a 5 HP unit, Ravenous Flock to finish them off, right? And that makes them scale even upwards into the mid game. On top of the fact that they're just like really solid all around. Mystic Shot, really simple removal tool, hits any 2 HP creature. Also use it to finish off the game sometimes if you hit the opponent's Nexus. Arachnoid Sentry, this is pretty much only here for Ravenous Flock, but also the stun on defense turns is a very good mechanic, very good stall tool in order to get into your other stuff. Something else to note is that this also targets, so it levels up Ezreal. It gives him a level up point, I should say, because now Ezreal went from needing to see 10 enemies targeted to only 6. So Sentry, Mystic Shot, Ravenous, Thermo, everything I've talked about so far targets along with most of the other spells in the deck. So that's where the synergy comes in, because Ezreal wants to see things get targeted. Even while he's in deck he can level up, and Swain wants to see things deal damage. Even in deck he can level up as well, and a lot of, if not all of, the damaging spells that we run are targeted, so it satisfies both Ezreal and Swain at the same time. Super cool there. Next we have 2 Calling Strike. So this is the only number change that I would in theory make, is dropping Progress Day to 2 and Calling Strike to 3. Honestly, I'm gonna do that right now actually, because I just think that's more consistent. I think multiple Progress Days can kind of brick. I know that if you get super late Progress Days are nice, but this is just overall more consistent. Calling Strike can help hit Misfortune and stuff, whereas like Mystic Shot can't. Ravenous Flock, you have to already damage her. Death's Hand doesn't quite hit her, and other champions like that are problematic, Calling Strike can also hit. Like super high HP ones like Tahm Kench, Soraka, Calling Strike does the job. Let's see, next we have Death's Hand. Death's Hand is a quick 3 damage, 2 to an enemy, 1 to the enemy Nexus. This helps Swain. It's basically just Mystic Shot plus 1 mana plus 1 damage to Nexus. Pretty good there. Ezreal, our boy, one of the win conditions of the deck. That's another cool thing about this deck that I'd like to say actually is Ezreal, Swain, and Leviathan are all really solid win conditions. You oftentimes get to play around all of them, but if you can only play around one, you can still win the game just single-handedly with them. So Ezreal, super strong. When you cast a spell, deal 1 extra damage to the enemy Nexus. If your spell is targeting an enemy unit instead of the Nexus, like, you can also get in, 1 extra from this secondary effect here. So you basically just whittle down your opponent throughout the course of the game. You get free hits in with Ezreal, and you level him up and then finish him with some like spell combos. Alright, next we have Scorched Earth. This is in here because it's just a free execute. This can come in really clutch actually against other high HP units. Like, let's say you're in the mirror match and you're fighting Leviathan. The only way you're realistically going to kill him is with Scorched Earth, because he has 8 HP. There's like no way to hit that down except for, Thermo Beam for all your mana, which is fine, but you could use like Sentry double Ravenous. Like, there's no way, right? It's more efficient to do like a quick Static Shock or hit him with something or block him with a little spider and then use Scorch Earth to just completely finish him off. So super good there. The other thing, killing a landmark is also really good in case you're fighting Soraka Tom. You can just kill Starspring outright when they start developing it and make them have to restart all the progress. Next we have Gotcha. This is actually a really insane card. This replaced Get Excited so easily as soon as it came out. Gotcha is so nutty. Even at 4, like, not having to discard something to deal 3 is so nice, but then when you're able to play this for 2 on certain turns, it's just such good value for you. 2 mana, deal 3. Super awesome. Static Shock. This is pretty cool because it's a draw 1. Also, each target of Static Shock will proc Ezreal's level up condition. So if you hit 2 units with it, boom, that's 2 procs. If you hit the enemy Nexus with it, then it won't count towards Ezreal because Ezreal needs to see you target units. So keep that in mind. Static Shock, pretty good. Hits a lot of 1 HP units that are in the meta right now, like Jinx, Draven, discard aggro. You can just like whittle down their board. You can hit the elusive units, like aka the Daring Poros and stuff. And it, it recycles 1 for you. Gives you an extra draw, so not too bad there. Next we have Swain, the other win condition of the deck. So he's really easy to level in this deck. You will always deal 12 non-combat damage through your spells by the time you're turn 5, turn 6. And then here comes Swain. Just an absolute menace. Really high HP, really high attack, has fearsome. If he ever hits the enemy Nexus, he pretty much automatically wins. But the real power with Swain comes from his effect that if you deal any non-combat damage to the enemy Nexus, you stun the strongest back row enemy. So if you have Leviathan on the board at the same time as Swain's level up, every turn Swain is automatically stunning 3, since Leviathan hits the enemy Nexus 1, 2, 3 separate times on round start. So that you can just like open attack, or you can play really strong defensively because your opponent loses 3 attackers. Like, it's insane on both sides. And it just becomes so much power that once it's resolved, honestly, it's kind of GG. And then we have Progress Day for refuel. Use it like later on in conjunction with like Ezreal's level and stuff. So yep, there we go. That's pretty much everything. Really damage forward control deck. You just spam all of your removal tools at your enemy and stall until you have Swain, Leviathan, because they like auto win by themselves. There's not a lot of thinking involved compared to other control decks, so that's where it really, benefits you playing this style, especially if you're just trying to get into control. And with that, I wanted to provide a good foundation for the deck. I encourage players to mess with the numbers and put in whatever little twist they like I just did, where I took out 1 progress, put in a Culling Strike. You can also mess with the numbers, put in like other cards, other tools. You can make it a little bit more unit focused if you so desire, but this is a really strong deck. This is pretty much perfect as is, and it's sitting at a 55% win rate right now, and it's probably going to go up. It's going to be the meta deck to beat. And that about wraps it up for the deck profile. Now here's a couple live commentary games so you can see how the deck plays out. I'll be giving context to why I'm playing certain cards, and hopefully it gives you a good feel on how to play the deck. Alright, so first game we got Shyvana Dragons, another really strong deck. I also profiled Shyvana Dragons. think like 2 weeks ago or so, and it's really good now. 2 of the cards got buffed. So in this deck, we definitely want to keep Ravenous Flock because it hits Shyvana. Static Shock, not really too good. Doesn't hit pretty much anything. We can also pitch Progress Day. We'll keep Mystic Shot for Herald. We got Leviathan as well, and Death Sand. Ooh, and Culling. So we have a variety of removal tools here. It'll basically just be like how we want to use them. Yeah, that's getting Mystic Shotted immediately. Okay, next we can play Ezreal. The only way that he has removal for Ezreal is a 3 attack unit plus single combat, which would be a little bit hard for him. He could use 2 mana 3/2 a challenger plus single combat this turn, but that's about it.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
Yeah, we can just develop him. We'll get 1 attack, but we won't be able to use Mystic Shot here. Which is fine. Yeah, that guy. So we can play House Spider here. If he tries to use... Well, he's gonna attack, of course. So... Calling Strike and Death's Hand both get outed by Pale Cascade. But Death's Hand gets outed by Ranger's Resolve. So... I think we use Death's Hand. Because if he uses Pale Cascade, he can still die to Ezreal on this attack. Oh, Concerted Strike. That's a little extra. Yeah, that's fine. We have another one. That's pretty annoying for him. I actually have the mana to cast Mystic Shot as well. This would be really frustrating for him, actually. He had to go really out of his way.
Watch and learn. Nailed it.
Alright, Mystic Shot time. This will take away the Spell Shield. Now if he attacks, I can block with 2/2. That'll put him at 4 after Fury, so I can finish him off with Ravenous Flock. I actually have second one too, in case he has, you know, another Concerted Strike or something. Which he undoubtedly has. Ah. Okay, so we're going to have to Static Shock both of these, and then use Ravenous Flock to finish off Screeching when he grabs Ezreal. I could also do second Ravenous Flock and just kill off this Firebrand. That's probably the play, to be honest. And in case he has Ranger's Resolve, I guess I'll put this here to block some damage. But yeah, let's just do this. This is really, really bad for him. This also insta levels up Swain, and Ezreal will be leveled.
They don't know what they're up against.
Alright, since this is targeting an enemy, there's 2 more damage to the Nexus as well, right here. Boom. Yeah, I think this is GG. I think I'm going to open attack and then play Swain. Mainly because if I do play Swain here, he's definitely going to have a unit to play that can block him, so it's like, why even bother? I should just get in as much damage as I possibly can and then play Swain after.
Gotcha.
See? Exactly like that. Alright.
Loyalty through conquest.
So if I Mystic Shot Nexus, that's 3 damage. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was about to count. I'm about to do some big brain math there.
Easy. Like my name.
Shut up, Ezreal. Alright, for this one, looks like we're fighting Deep. Deep is notorious for being able to deal with control decks. He should have the tools to actually beat me, so this will be an interesting game. Also, we want to pitch Gotcha because you never want to open this, because if you open this, then you're not getting the discount. I could keep Progress Day in case we're playing slow, to be honest. It's actually fine to keep against control decks. I'm not going to need Sentry, and I'll keep Mystic Shot for Dead Bloom Wander, because it's a 3/2. And we have Culling Strike if he tries to develop Maokai. Dreg makes sense. He didn't really hit anything worth noting or keeping track of. Whenever you're playing against Deep, you want to make sure you're counting like their atrocities and some of their removal tools like Ruinations and stuff. I can take one. I guess it's not too big of a deal. I don't need to Mystic Shot. Second one. This guy opened really well. Hopefully I can top deck Static Shock. Static Shock would hit both. Damn, no static. Honestly, I don't really want to play anything. I'm actually okay burning mana if he is. Like, these Mystic Shots are pretty low value. I don't want to do anything this turn, like, anyways, so. There's the Static Shock, that's pretty nice. Now I can Static and Calling. So, we'll Static. Get this easy double kill here. If he plays Maokai, then Maokai dies as well. Nice.
Corruption everywhere.
Got him. Huge. So on turn 5, what deals with Swain? Nothing really. I think Swain's actually just fine to play on 5. It kind of puts the pressure on. Like Deadbloom can kind of be annoying and stuff though. 5 mana 3/3. That's about it.
Glory, courage, excuses for war.
This is pretty aggressive. I would not recommend making this play.
So small, but she ain't lacking courage.
So if I do attack, this blocks. Yeah, that's fine. I'll wait for him to do something. And next turn I can do like a pretty sick open if I can remove everything this turn. It's only on 6, he's not that close to Deep. Well, this is obviously a Mystic Shot, buddy. You think you're gonna get away with random Jaw Hunter hit? Not on my watch. If he plays second Maokai, that's a Thermo, so I'm going to hit pass. Because I'm actually okay with open attacking him. Beast. Beast could also get Thermoed here. That could be the play. Beast below, beast below. He played this for 3 because of Lure of the Depths too, so he could have another one as well, which would be a little rough for me. But let's just Thermo him. No time like the present. This will put Swain at 8. That means he levels next turn. Hopefully this is his only blocker. Yes, okay. We get open attack on Swain. Huge. Pitch both Slaughters. Oh, if he had Jettison here, oh my god. Imagine if he top deck Jettison, then he could be Deep. And Thermo would no longer kill that. I would have lost the game off that, I think, actually. Alright. Open attack. Boom. Boom. Huge damage. Alright. Ezreal only needs to see one more thing targeted. So that should be pretty easy. Nautilus could come out and do nothing. Wish I had another Culling Strike in hand. Never mind, he's gonna be Deep. Boom boom. Hoarder dead. He's Deep. Yep. Yep. We'll play Ez here.
The world's a big place. Let's see all of it.
We can also play Spiders just for fun. Or I can pass. Maybe he has Ruination, right? He could frame 1 Ruination, which would be really, really annoying for me. Yeah, I don't want to play Spiders into Ruination. And he's not playing anything for me to target either. If he Ruinations, I can play Leviathan. Not.
All will drown.
I guess he could have Riptide? I don't really have anything to block him. Maybe at Progress Day try to find Stun Spider. This is kind of rough, like no matter what. No Stun Spider. I do have a lot of Ravenous Flocks though. Not enough to actually be able to kill this Nautilus, but that's a lot.
I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
Yeah, my bad. So, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to level Ez, and then try to deal a bunch of damage. Okay, no Riptide, that's good. He could play a bunch of sea monsters literally this turn though. Just scary to think about.
Bleed for Noxus.
Let's get the double level.
Check me out.
Yeah, these two are really cool together because PNZ and Noxus have so many removal tools split between the two regions. They just kind of synergize so well. Okay. Well, that's gonna get Death's Hand plus Ravenous Flock. Yeah. Yes, because this is also going to stun the Nautilus this turn. This is huge. Great play. Insane play. Have to take Swain level up into account here. Watch this. Zap.
Such little lies.
Zap. Oh my god, that's so crazy actually. We can also Ravenous Flock him. This will do another 2, and then I get a nice open with Ezreal. That's so crazy, dude. These two are so stupid together. Yeah, he's gotta be mad about it. This is ridiculous. I'd be fuming. He has to have like some heavy heals on top of removal. Like he just has to have too much right now, because I can kind of just burn him down with my spells and Ezreal level, but he also needs to remove my stuff. Like just Vengeance here, or like just Grasp and Vile Feast, not enough, I don't think. Oh, maybe it is. I have a lot to work with, so I guess we'll just see.
Indecision is the first of many weaknesses.
Riptide. Riptide do be a little bit annoying, so takes away most of his mana. I guess I should just spam. Here, how much damage is that doing? This will be 3, 5, 7. Okay. Let's just do it. Let's all in on the damage here. If he has another Riptide, then he'll dodge all this damage from Ezreal. But it's burning 2 Riptides, which is nice. Three, 5, 7 damage. Atrocity? He's going to Atrocity? That's crazy. That's really good for me, actually. Wow. I did not expect that. Goodbye, Nautilus. That also burnt his Riptide, so... Okay. I guess he only has 1 Nautilus in deck left. And I have Leviathan Swain combo. All I have to do is survive this turn, which is really easy. I can do Leviathan, block something with Spider, or Swain if necessary, and then Scorched Earth. Yeah, let's just do Leviathan here.
Order, sir. Bring forth our army.
That's another Ravenous Flock. My only problem is second Nautilus here. Or third even, because he has to have last one. And then he could like attack. I really don't want to block with anything. Because he's fearsome, so I'd have to block with Swain or Leviathan. I want them both resolved. And then he could have like a second Atrocity or something. That's like my literal only worry. Other than that, I'm pretty sure I win. I can just win on open attack now. Another fearsome. Right. So this can block here. I'm not scared of Atrocity on that guy. So this is fine. Nah, I just open attack. If he wasn't fearsome, then I'd just block him with one of the spiders or something and prevent damage, but nothing I can do there. Alright.
Artillery barrage!
Zap, zap, zap.
Lies.
And attack before he can Ruination. He has to do, like, Vengeance. Yeah. Got him.
Bleed for Noxus.
Cool, cool.
My conflicts end only one way.
Ooh, Braum Vlad. A lot of people have been telling me to try this combination. I have a Sedge Vlad deck that's actually really fun. Alright, so same as last game, we're going to pitch the gotcha. Culling Strike hits Braum, so we'll keep that. I don't think we need Sentry. We could keep Leviathan, but maybe too greedy, so let's just keep Culling. That's a pretty good hand. Any hand is a good hand, I think. This deck is probably almost incapable of bricking, because every card that you draw is usable. You literally have to open triple Leviathan, triple Progress Day to have a bad hand. Omen Hawk's fine, don't really care. Don't need a Thermo it or anything. If Omen Hawk hit Braum, then it's still fine, still gets Culling Striked. E. Okay, we can play House Spider and then open on 3. Oh, got gotcha. Hopefully you can use that this turn. Otherwise it'll be devalued. He could play 3/3 here. Yeah, him. It's a 4/4 now. It is a 4/4. So I think I Thermo Beam this, try to bait a Elixir of Iron. It's like the only thing that can save him. Because if I let this develop and he has... What's this card called? Transfusion? Yeah, if he has Transfusion, it's just kind of rough for me, so it's probably just a Thermo. This card can be really annoying, get out of control. Cool. No Elixir of Iron here. Either he doesn't run it or he doesn't have it in hand. Good bait, good bait. We have full mana gotcha. Yeah, we'll do that then. Gotcha still comes in handy. Schmack. So that's both Omen Hawk hits down.
This land is ours.
And that's fine, that dies to Spider. Oh. JK. Oh, Swain here. I think it's attack and then develop Swain. Unless...
Remember the objectives.
Fair enough. I could do Death's Hand. I don't really need to play Swain right now. Death's Hand negates the damage to me, and it prevents Vladimir from getting a level up condition. Oh, okay. Transfusion. Fair enough, fair enough. Never mind, I've been outplayed. You are correct, sir. So you got 2. It took a lot of his resources to do that, though, so it's whatever. Static Shock. Eh. Too bad here. Vlad gets Sentry'd. Omen Hawk. Omen Hawk. This is a little bit of annoyance because I want to get the Ezreal target. No, let's do this. I don't want to give him Vlad level. This is just good enough. Give me a draw. That Thermo's nice. Alright, Vlad still gets stunned. If no Vlad, then
Strike at their foundations.
we'll see what I want to do. I guess block this. Okay. No transfusion number 2. Could Culling Strike this. Could also just pass. Sit on my mana. Another gotcha, it's nice. We'll play Swain.
Master your demons.
So we have Swain, gotcha, +3. Oh. We'll do that then. That's a level Swain. If Fury of the North? That's crazy.
I will break them.
Alright, well let's greed and just get rid of it, and then try to attack. Because if he only has that kind of stuff in hand, then it's really bad for him. We just get the free Swain hit. Right now I'm playing really greedy again. You can tell I'm not a control player. Huh? Oh no, you hate to see it. That was game anyways though. I figured most of his hand was just that. Like buff cards.
History will remember us.
That was tragic. But sometimes the aggressive and greedy play is the right one. And that's it for this one. Please like and subscribe if you thought this video was informative or entertaining. It really helps me out since I'm still trying to grow. I'll be releasing more deck profiles, guides, and gameplay highlights in the near future. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters.